kicking off with the chants from the marks in the crowd in Toronto, which were saying, "You still got it," to Bill Goldberg. How the f do we know he still got it? All we saw at Survivor Series was 2 spears and 1 jackhammer. One jackhammer. I mean, pick any decrepit old wrestler from the past. I mean, f***ing hell, pick the Iron Sheik. He's in a bloody wheelchair, but I bet if push came to shove, and there was plenty of ducats on the bloody table, he could come back to WWE and perform a camel clutch as good as he did back in the day. All he's done's his finishers. We don't know if he's still got it or not. I'd like to see, though. Perhaps I'll see at the Royal Rumble. Goldberg's son wearing a shirt. And a jumper. And a hat. We're back with the marks in the crowd once again, who were chanting, "You screwed Brett at Goldberg, WTF." Now, screwed in the wrestling sense of the word, Goldberg did not do that to Brett. That was Vince. Goldberg just f***ed Brett right in the face with his boot and completely ruined his bastard life. Brett, as we all know, hasn't been the same since. He's been a moody old bastard, hasn't he? But thanks for coming to WCPW, Brett. We love you for that. Aye, but Goldberg didn't screw Brett. Vince screwed Brett. Brett didn't screw Brett. Well, if the last 2 pissing years are anything to go by, Goldberg just announced that he's won the 2017 Royal Rumble. 2015 with Roman Reigns and 2016 with Triple H were so fucking predictable and bastard shit. 2016 was alright, but 2015 was shit. That Goldberg announced that he's in the match with, you know, the story of you have to get to the title through the Royal Rumble, almost just guarantees, given the last 2 years, that he's going to win the whole thing. Why fucking bother watching, eh? Bill's won. Move on with our lives. Bill versus Roman in the main event for the Universal title at WrestleMania 32. You mark my words, you marks. Marky mark, 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 mark. We now move on to that moment where Kofi Kingston jumped off the top rope and Cesaro somehow caught him down below, lifted him up, flipped him in the air and brought him back down for a backbreaker. How the f did he do that? We had even that. New Day are baby faces, or so we are led to believe, but yet again in a championship match they used dastardly heel tactics to keep hold of their WWE Tag Team Championships. WTF, these damn merch sales, complicating everything we see in a WWE ring and making things not make sense. They should be heels all the way, but no, they sell the bare merch, so they're going to be kept baby faces. So the merch sales kept up, but they're going to win matches in the ring with heel tactics. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Seriously though, when was the last time they won clean? I don't know. All hail the Queen. That isn't the Queen, as we all know since yesterday. The Queen is Felicia. There's Felicia. Everybody say hello to Felicia. You can follow Felicia on the Twitter at Felicia Rose. Do it now, or I'll bite your fucking nose off. Enzo Amore was bollock naked on this week's WWE RAW. WTF. Isn't it funny to see men all wet and naked? But as the story goes, Enzo went for a shower and in the process got locked out of the locker room where his towel was. What the fucking... Who the designed that building? I don't fucking know. Surely, since it's a locker room, the showers would be in there. Yes, we all know in that arena, I can't remember the name of the arena, there's some ice hockey, because Canada. So the locker room and the showers, they'll be in one room because teams get dressed and showered in there together. But no, Enzo somehow got outside for a shower. And yeah, it just didn't quite all add up, you know? Enzo Amore has a sexually transmitted infection. How do I know this? Well, he didn't catch it from me, no matter what you might read in the dirt sheets. WWE didn't quite pixelate his crotch area enough, and there was spots and squares and whatever of orange and yellow, orangey yellow colours here, there and everywhere. Either he was wearing a pair of orange and yellow knickers, or his willy is orange and yellow because he's contracted some form of sexually transmitted disease. I don't know. Either way, orange willies. Don't know? Orange willies. Orange willies. Either that or he's a f***ing Oompa Loompa in disguise. Well, Enzo is a small man, so this is a distinct possibility. We all saw that Batman film in the 90s with Batman, Michael Keaton and the Joker when you rub the Joker's white makeup. No. F***ing hell. Flip reverse it, King Ross. When you wiped his skin makeup, you know, when he was in disguise, he had white underneath because that was his skin colour. Maybe this is the same. Maybe if you did that to Enzo Amore's forehead, you'd see orange underneath, which would explain why you would see an orange willy. I don't know what the f*** I'm saying anymore. Just f***ing please laugh and subscribe and like and share and I'm f***. off. Before Survivor Series, Steph and McMahon announced that if the Raw men's team lost their match, their jobs would be on the line. WTF. Surely we couldn't see 5 of the biggest names of the roster sacked just because they lost one match. Well, because Steph said that, it was a distinct possibility. However, when we got to Raw and Steph and Mick were cutting a backstage promo, Mick asked Steph, "You didn't really mean that, did you, Steph?" And Steph's like, "Oh no, I was just pulling your pisser, Mick. I didn't f***ing mean it. I'm just fooling all those marks out there that f***ing line my pockets with billions of bastard dollars every f***ing year." So, you can't f***ing do that. Stipulations need to mean something. You can't just go, "Oh, you're going to be fired," and then when they do actually lose the match where they could be fired as a result of that, just go, "Oh, I didn't f***ing mean it." If you keep doing that, we're not going to be investing any more f***ing storylines, are we, Steph? Us marks, we're going to f***ing leave and become smarks. There's been far too f***ing much of this in 2016. We've seen The Undertaker and Shane McMahon. If Shane won, he got control of Raw. Shane lost, and for the following weeks afterwards, he got control of Raw anyway. Vince was like, "Oh, I didn't really mean that, Shane. You can have the f***ing job anyway." It needs to f***ing stop. Stipulations need to mean something, otherwise when we have matches in the future with certain stipulations, we're not gonna f***ing care because we know it's all a lie. Here I am, getting triggered once again. I'm still f***ed off at that Goldberg and Brock Lesnar match. Shit. And then, yes, there's another point to this point. Steph blames Sami Zayn, who was screwed out of the Intercontinental Championship by some bloody brilliance by Maurice, for costing Raw the night at Survivor Series. But then she let those that lost the match legitimately, the Raw men's team, she let them off. It didn't make any f***ing sense, did it? Well, you know what, it can't be asked anymore. Roman Reigns is still the United States champion, isn't he? I don't know. I don't give a shit about the bloke. But when Seth Rollins was getting his arse handed to him by Team Chris and Kevin, Team Kevin and Chris, Team Jericho, Roman came down for the big save without that United States Championship. He normally has it draped over his shoulder like a sack of shit, but he didn't have it this time. Why? Where was the belt? Surely when you're the champion, you keep that belt with you at all times. Just ask WCPW's Joseph Connors. He loves that thing. I think he makes love to that thing. He loves it so much. I'm not gonna... Ooh, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of us. Anyway, so he's the champion, doesn't have his belt. WTF, what a disgrace. The United States Championship Roman Reigns is. Just give it back to Rusev. He deserves it. He's lovely. And how slow did Roman walk down to that ring? Sethy Poo was getting the absolute shit kicked out of him by Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns should have been in there like swimwear, running as fast as he can, trying to protect his best pal. But no, he sorted out all like, Roman Reigns, how could you see who said Rollins? Aye, he was too busy pouting and going, "Oh, look at me, WWE Universe, I'm Roman Reigns, I'm gonna pout. Big dog, get the beers in." What a f***ing dick he is. His best mate's getting the shit kicked out of him and he's f***ing making things everything about himself. As always, f*** this scepter. F*** it in the arse. Next, we have Mick Foley, who forgot what the name of the WWE Universal Championship was, but Kevin Owens brought it up anyway, shouting at him live on the show, so I won't bring it up. I guess I just did. Anyway, he banned Chris Jericho and Roman Reigns from ringside in a no disqualifications match. He's banned them from ringside, but if they were to get involved, the referee couldn't DQ it. That doesn't make any f***ing sense. Surely if you were those two, you'd just interfere anyway. In terms of the match, there's going to be no ramifications. You can help Kevin all you want. You can help Seth all you want. They might even win thanks to your interference. Mick clearly didn't think this through when booking a match, did he? He gave one with no rules, one with rules. It's a f***ing hip-hop hypocrite move. And staying with Mick, he made that match between Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman, then had the balls to call it off. He made the match, he watched the match, and then called it off before it finished. I know Sami Zayn, he was f***ed, but Mick made the match he wanted to see. Just let it run its course. And to follow on from that, we have Mick Foley. Yes, Mick Foley, who got flung off the cell, who got flung through the cell, who had a tooth through his nose, who's had his ear ripped off and his shoulder scratched, and every injury under the sun, calling off a match. That's a man who fought through staggering amounts of pain, where bare amounts of his matches should have been called off, but no, he was out there calling a match off anyway, when, you know, it's a bit of another hip-hop hypocritical move. Aye, Mick Foley's a hypocrite. That's what we're getting at here in a very long-winded way. A very long-winded way indeed. But you'll watch it though, won't you? Because you are a dirty, filthy mark. I'm now going to be playing the part of the ravishing Russian Lana. And now, America, while she stood in the middle of Toronto, Canada. America, Canada. Two different countries. Lana done up once again. She did the same in Glasgow. Does she not know that America is just one country? The whole world isn't America. I can't believe I'm coming back to this once again, but maybe Lana's got Alzheimer's. She doesn't know where she is. Yes, I can't think of anything funny to say, as per usual, so we're just going to go for some shock humour. Lana's got Alzheimer's, doesn't know where she's at. Sorry, Lana. I'm a terrible it! I'm a bit tired. Humour can go out the window. The tag that set up the finish to the Gallows, Anderson and Golden Truth match was not legal. Luke Gallows did not have hold of the tag rope. Carl Anderson tagged him in. The referee shouldn't have counted it because he wasn't holding the rope, but he did anyway. What a tosser. He's not a very good referee. What a silly Sebrica. Michael Cole, speaking about Braun Strowman, have you ever seen a man that size move so quickly? Corey Graves talking about Braun Strowman. Never in all my life. Here I am sitting thinking to myself, Kane, Big Show in the 90s, well, the mid to 95, 97 period of time when he's doing moonsaults off the top rope. Vader. Loads of f***ing big men look like Braun Strowman and have the athleticism to match. Yeah, just a load of shit. Put him over by all means, but put him over and don't lie. Simple. So after keeping quiet for all of this recording so far, Dick Tubbs off the camera there has piped up finally. He said the Big Show didn't do moonsaults, so I might have made this up. If I have, f***ing deal with it. Who gives a shit? We're back again with Michael Cole, who was speaking to Brian Kendrick, who was on commentary, and said, Brian, congratulations on the Cruiserweights getting their own show. You know, 205 Live that starts next week. Maggle, surely you mean congratulations on the Cruiserweights f***ing up so bad they're going to have to be kicked off Raw? Probably, hopefully, because a segment on Raw then a full show later, it doesn't really make sense to me. That's too much. Just put them in one place. It makes it much more logical, doesn't it? And put onto their own show, tucked away on the WWE Network, where only a small portion of the WWE universe who pay for the network will see them. F***ed up so bad, they're put them behind a paywall. WTF. Oh no! TJ Perkins' ring walk graphic thing still has him with the Cruiserweight title, and he lost the Cruiserweight title a while ago. Oh no! What will we do? Call the police, the Titantron police. Next we have WCPW alumni Noam Dar and that kick he took to the head from a man that I can't remember the name of. It was either TJ Perkins or Rich Swann, whoever it was. They kicked him so hard in the face, they showed an instant replay. His cheeks were certainly wobbling, weren't they? A lot. Got kicked hard. WTF. Concussion? Maybe. Maybe not. He's a young pup, full of piss and vinegar. I'm sure you bounced back, but that kick was really hard. So WTF. Wrestlers meant to be fake, but there he is taking real shots, you know? Hey, whoa, ho, ho. Now this is happening so regularly that it shouldn't be a WTF moment anymore, but that shit during Seth Rollins' Titantron, you know, when it fades to black and it pops up a sentence that starts with Floyd Money Mayweather versus the Big Show, blah, 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 blah. It's still f***ing happening. Oh, once again, like with TJ Perkins, we're gonna have to call the Titantron police. I can't f***ing believe it. Who the f*** gives a shit? Chris Jericho in a Sin Cara mask and a Shinsuke Nax hoodie. WTF, that's a weird ensemble, isn't it? I can't believe he dressed like that. I suppose Tyler Breeze and Fandango, the fashion police, will have to go up to Chris and give him one of those cards because that looked terrible, didn't it? I can't believe what I was seeing, but I saw it anyways. Second to last point already. Hooray! That dirty mark in the crowd wore that same Bret Hart costume to NXT TakeOver, to Survivor Series, and then to Raw. That's 3 days wearing the same lycra under the studio lights. His crotch must have been f***ing howking due to the smell, you know, with the sweat and then, oh, the crabs and all that shit. Isn't that funny? He should have changed his clothes. The dirty mark. He's the literal human embodiment of a dirty mark. They're in cosplay attire like Bret Hart. Not changing it there for dirt. Dirty mark, you're a dirty mark. I'm the king of the dirty marks. Bow down to me, you little f***ing pathetic bastard. And finally, we end with WhatCulture signs, all of which are dedicated to me because I'm the f***ing best. That's it for all the WTF moments from WWE RAW. I've been King Ross, you've been my loyal subjects, otherwise known as Dirty Marks. I'll see you for some f***ing SmackDown tomorrow. Can't f***ing wait. Bye-bye.
Hello, magazine called Wrestling. That's right, it's time for issue 3 of Wrestling, this time focusing on the 100 greatest wrestlers of all time. That's been decided by our votes, wrestlers' votes, and of course, your votes. There's a big feature on the practice of blading, and of course, a How WWE Should Have Booked written by this guy. This time, How WWE Should Have Booked the anonymous Raw general manager. Not only that, but there are 5 covers of What Culture Wrestling 3 to collect out there. Can you catch them all? I don't care. Wrestling! As ever, you can pre-order the magazine by going to shop.whatculture.com.